feel better. Yeah. And today, I just wanted to talk about increasing your value as a woman and really working on your character, concentrating your heart. Because I think all of this is so important in all aspects of your life, in your relationships, in your career, in your own self-love, and growth journey. And I want to start by saying, like, there's a message that is portrayed to all women, and sometimes I think it can bite us in the back. And that's the message of you're the prize, you're the princess, you're everything, I love the message. And while you are the prize, and you should always understand that, understand what you bring to the table. But don't let it get to you to a point where you feel entitled without working on yourself. We all have inner work to do. All of us. Men too. If you're a man watching this, you could probably take from this too. So stay on here, okay? You part of the glossies too, okay? But it's very important to understand that life is about growth, life is about elevation, life is about always becoming a better version of yourself. I am obsessed with self-optimization, whether it's health, whether it's my mental, my intelligence, my wisdom, my experiences, how I walk, how I talk, how I show up in a room, how just things I know, things I understand. I'm always wanting to increase that. I'm always wanting to gain more knowledge on how I can better communicate with people, on how I can better feed my soul, feed my body. And like I said, in one of my past videos, like, being healthy is not just working out and eating good. Being healthy is working out, eating good, and having a good, clear mental space, having good spiritual health. And if you're spiritual and you connect with God, having a good connection with God, that is all part of being healthy. Because as long as you can look amazing, y'all, you can look snatched and skin all clear, hair nice and luscious and all the things, but if your mental not right, you not cute, sis. If that heart ain't right, you not cute, sis. If that mouth ain't right, you ain't cute, sis. You're not healthy. You're not healthy. But that is what I'm here for. I'm gonna help y'all out a little bit. But and again, this is all like from personal experience and things I've learned from other women, other men. But I think it's really important to work on your value and work on your character. So number one for value is finding what you love, figuring out who you are, your self-identity. Now, that's such a broad term, but that can look like figuring out what are your core values. What are your core values on life? Is it health? Is it wealth? Is it success? Is it family? Is it God? What do you believe in? Do you believe in a God? Do you believe in other things? Like, what makes you you? And understanding, like, your childhood experiences, because everyone has had a different childhood, and that's what's molded us into who we are today. So you want to figure that out and really dig deep. A lot of us, we just go with the motions of life, and we never sit down and really think, who am I? Like, who am I? What do I believe in? What do I stand for? And what are my boundaries? And when you figure out your boundaries, hold them. A boundary without a consequence is a suggestion. And I've learned this in relationships. When I've tried to, like, when I like it on a little boy, a little grown boy, because that's all I've had, little grown boys. And, when I'm liking on one, and it's like I have my boundaries, and then it's like, oh, I could drop them for him. No. You don't drop your boundaries for people. And that's what makes you, that's gonna make you a strong woman, and that's gonna prevent you from hurting your heart. That's gonna prevent you from getting into things that you don't want to get in. Because you held your boundaries, you made your boundaries when you were in a clear headspace. A lot of us drop them due to emotions, or whatever whatever the thing is. We drop them when we're not thinking with our logic. And it's like, you have to be able to be clear and hold your boundaries and know that they hold significance. Because when you drop your boundaries for people and random things, like, that usually bites you in the back. And I feel like that's part of building your value, when you're able to hold your boundaries, and when you're able to say no when you don't want to do something, when you're always saying yes to people and catering to things that you don't want to do. Like, that's going to bite you in the back. That's going to stress you out. That's going to put you in places that you don't belong in, and you don't need that in your life. And my next way of increasing your value is really focusing on how you present yourself. And I've talked about this, but appearance is currency, y'all. Appearance is currency. We live in a world where appearance is very, very important. And I'm not just talking about like, oh, you have to be cute. You got to be a cutie. Like, no, like come dressed nicely, clean up your hair. If you wear makeup, do a little light makeup look. If you don't wear makeup, just make sure your skin's clean and take care of your skin. And for those of you who have acne, like, I understand, because I've had acne prone skin my whole life. So it's not that easy to just like, oh, let me just get this skincare product and my acne's gonna go away. No, it's much deeper than that. I'm still, y'all, it's been a whole decade and I'm still working on my acne. And I'm just now figuring out like the certain toxins I have in my body, the certain gut bacteria that's imbalanced, my hormones that are unbalanced. And that took loads and loads of testing. Like, it's not an easy route to just clear up your skin. So I'm not just saying, for those of you who, you know, if you're struggling with skin problems, like, oh, just clear it up. No, I'm not saying that. But come presentable, come cleaned up. Like, don't come with boogers in your eyes and food on your face and all this. And like, do your hair. If you're doing a slick back, put some gel in your hair. Put on a nice outfit. Steam it. Get a steamer. You know, don't go out in sweats and stuff. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I go out in sweatsuits. Like this, I'm in a sweatsuit right now. But I try to make sure they're like cute and like this one's pretty cute, I feel like. Like, I'll go to Whole Foods in this. I might go to the Grove in this. But like, understand where you're going and look presentable. And something I've always heard was like, act as if your ex is gonna be there. Dress as if your ex or your crush is going to be there. Whatever's going to motivate you, because you never know who you're going to meet. And people, it's the sad truth. It's the truth. We can't get away from it. But people will judge you based on your appearance. Before you have a chance to open your mouth, the first thing we judge is your appearance. How you showed up in that room, down to how you walked. How you walked in the room, what you wore to the room, how you're talking to other people, your voice, your projection, how your hair's done, everything. If you look put together, people are going to take you more seriously and your value will increase. That is it's just straight like that. So work on yourself. And it's like, even if you're going to the store, don't go to the store in a bonnet. Don't go to the airport in a bonnet. You can put on your bonnet, but y'all, there's a time and a place for that. I feel like I'm not hating. I understand we gotta protect our hair. I wear a bonnet to bed every night. But y'all, the bonnet is not for the stove. The bonnet's not for the stove. Leave it in the car. Leave it in the car. You can go a couple minutes without your bonnet. It's okay. But yeah, really focus on how you enter rooms and how you're talking to people, which brings me to my next point. How you speak. I think it's really important to be able to cursing. Moderate your cursing. I personally stopped cursing. I don't think it gives a good look. I don't think it's very feminine. I don't think it's classy. But, you know, some people like that's just part of your lingo, and I'm not telling you to just cut it out blatantly. I would advise to try that, but and it's hard to cut it out blatantly out of your vocabulary. But it will really help with, you know, how you carry yourself and how serious people take you. And for the whole realm of things is brain, brand, and body. So this is from Tony Gaskins. If any of you guys watch Tony Gaskins, I love his videos. They're so good for growth as a woman, navigating relationships, and he talks a lot about brain, brand, and body. So with that being said, that's how you work on your values. So with brain, read books, gain knowledge on things that you're interested in, learn about something. Always be open to learn. Be constantly learning about something. Like, I love to learn about nutrition. I love to learn about finances. I love to learn about investments. So I listen to those YouTube videos all day long. When I'm in the car, I'm listening to YouTube videos, audiobooks. When I'm working out, I'm reading books. I literally read while I'm on the Stairmaster. I don't know if any of y'all saw my TikTok video, but I read while I'm on the Stairmaster. I'm getting knowledge while I'm working on my body. I'm maximizing my time. So yeah, gaining knowledge. That's super important to always be learning, being open to learning, and learn about opposing opinions, opposing beliefs. That's also gonna expand your mind. Brand is who you are, how you show up in a room, kind of what I talked about, how you walk in a room, how you dress yourself. What is your brand? How are you portraying yourself? If you're online, what's your online presence like? What is your presence like in person? How do people look at you? How do people feel when they're around you? This is all your brand. Body, y'all, get in the gym. Focus on your health. Stop feeding yourself fast food. Stop feeding yourself poison. Stop drinking alcohol. Stop smoking marijuana. Stop vaping. Now, again, y'all, I know this is all very easier said than done. I'm just throwing this out there. Some of these are very highly addictive substances that you can't just, okay, I'm just going to stop today. But I really want to inspire you and advise you that you guys, these things are poison. You are literally voluntarily hurting your body. You're hurting your body. Like nicotine, it's going to affect your brain, your lungs, your heart, like all the things. You are voluntarily hurting yourself. And it's like sometimes people like, oh, well, I need it for my anxiety, or like I need alcohol so I can be more social. No, you need to find the root of why you feel anxiety when you're around people and really dig deep and figure out how you can learn how to be social without alcohol. And anxiety, y'all, it's literally studies shown that alcohol increases anxiety. These substances that we're using as voids to fix these things, they're increasing depression. They're increasing anxiety. So what you need to do is be uncomfortable for a little bit, find the root cause, and really work on yourself, like something I'm doing. You guys, I grew up so shy and so socially awkward. Like I am just, when you put a camera in front of me, I am completely myself. Like I don't know what it is, but ever since I was little, a camera, like I am so myself on camera. But in person, like a lot of people can say this too, like I am much more quiet in person unless I'm really close to you. Like, and it becomes a thing where like I've found myself like trying to have conversations with people and I don't know how to hold a conversation sometimes. So I am in a season of my life where I'm putting myself in uncomfortable situations. Number one, I go to events by myself. Almost every event I go to by myself. You're usually allowed a +1, and everyone always usually brings a +1 because who goes to events by themselves? Allie does. Because I'm trying to learn how to talk to people and talk to different personalities and be able to talk to different personalities. I'm forcing myself to be in an uncomfortable situation so I can be more comfortable in that situation. I put my phone away and I go to an event and I talk to people. I introduce myself to people. I hold conversations. And when I was younger and I was just trying to grow more confidence in speaking, because I used to not even be able to talk to people even if they said something to me. Like you could talk to me and I'd just be like, I'd just smile. And I wouldn't use my teeth because I hated my teeth. So I'd just like, and then like presentations, I'd freak out, I'd have panic attacks. I would not talk, y'all. I was the shyest person ever. Shyest and insecure. It took me years to be able to freaking ask the McDonald's guy for a barbecue sauce. And I'm not lying to y'all. But in an effort, when I recognized that, instead of going to a substance, which I could have, because alcohol does make you feel more confident and you just talk to people, instead of filling that void with a substance that doesn't give me long-lasting effects, it only gives me that effect while I'm drinking it. Instead of that, I took the steps and I was like, you know what, every time I'm gonna go to the store, I'm gonna compliment 10 people. And that might spark a conversation. I'm gonna have to stick in that conversation and try to hold it as long as I can. I did that for a long time. And then my next thing, every time my class has a presentation, I have to volunteer to go first. Whether she picks me or not, I have to volunteer. And I was always the only one volunteering to go first, so I always went first. But it's like, that helped me so much. So now I'm in a point today where I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to events by myself. And I have to talk to, because you can't just go to an event and just be like, that's more awkward than me trying to talk to somebody. So I'm forced to go and talk to people. So I'm not going to use these substances to fill that void. And in return, I'm not hurting my body. You guys, you are hurting your brain. It's poison. It's poison. I saw this video on TikTok. It literally made me want to cry because this girl is suffering the consequences. I think she got cancer. Her hair was falling out. She had no energy. Something was wrong with her skin. And she was like, I wish I could be y'all. And y'all are voluntarily drinking and smoking and doing all this stuff. And now my family has to watch me suffer. I have to suffer. And you guys are still got these vapes all the time. Like, you guys, it's like we know it's bad for us, but we still take it. Don't do that to yourself. You got to show yourself some self-love and respect. But that's, again, working on your body. Eat right. Eat whole foods. Eat single ingredients foods. Drink more water. Drink more electrolytes. Treat your body with care and love, and you will upgrade your value. Because, you know, like I said at the beginning, like, appearance is currency. That's the sad truth of this world. So you got to really work on yourself. But all of these, I think, will help work on value and, you know, how you get treated, people taking you seriously. And just as a woman, I think it's really important to really want to elevate yourself. Don't ever become complacent. Don't ever settle for where you are in life. Always want to be the best version of yourself. Always. And don't do it for somebody else's sake. Do it for you. This is for you because you deserve better. You deserve to be your best version of yourself. And you have to believe that. So tell yourself that every day. And remember, what you tell your mind the most is what it's going to believe. So fill your mind with positivity. But I love you guys so much. And let me know what your favorite part was, what you're going to work on. And follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I love y'all so much. Bye.